Yo, we are back with another live. You feel me? Uh, yeah. Sucks that it's an L. What happened yesterday, but we have lost. Of course, 24-19 was the score yesterday. We have lost to the Chargers week 1. We are 0-1 starting off the year. The question is, do we panic? No, but there is a lot of flaws with this team that you could just see right off the bat, right? Um, Before I break it down, blessings to you all. Hope everybody's having an amazing day, an amazing Monday. It's a fresh, clean, new week. Tough times never last, but tough people do, and you guys are all some tough people. So yeah, and yeah, I wasn't gonna go live today, but I was like, you know what? I gotta go live, man. We gotta talk about this game. You feel me? So yeah, so we lost yesterday, like I said, and hopefully everybody's having a blessed day on that. And on that note, let me shout out the chat real quick. Who's in here so far? Shout out to Raider Way. What's good, Raider Way? Um, Eric, shout out to Sean Johnson, Eric Hopeball as well. Legs really get to the truth. We have to address the right side of this offensive line ASAP. We also need to address interior defensive tackle ASAP to help our pass rush defensive ends. Hey, speak them facts, Sean. We'll talk about it, brother. Shout out to you. And shout out to Alfredo. Welcome back. What's good, brother? I'm glad you are back as well. It ain't over till the fat lady sings, and the fat lady ain't signing until January. There you go, Alfredo. Speak them facts, brother. And shout out to Jesse Cardenas. What's good? Raiders all day, baby. You already know, man. Win, lose, or tie, man. Raider Nation all day till we die. Shout out to Arkham. Great meeting you at the game, brother. Tailgate was lit. Facts. Facts. Shout out to Arkham. I got to meet Arkham yesterday, man. He was one of the people I got to meet, man. Cool dude. And shout out to him and his peeps over there, man. Shout out to you, Arkham. And shout out to Jesse Cardenas, man. Salute to you as well. Lord Rachitas, what's good? Salute to you. Yo, what's good, Michael? Salute to you as well, brother. Hope all is well. Shout out to Van City Raider, man. Shout out to Canada. Shout out to Van City. Yo, yo, yo. What's good, young goat? What's good, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to the King of Moderators up in the building. Terrence, what's good, T? What's good, Fade of Black? Good to see you back here, man. What's good, Fade? What up, Brian Rodriguez? Good to see you. What up? What up? Hope all is well, brother. Um, you gotta be tough to be a Raiders fan. Facts. That's facts. I'm a huge DC4 fan and always have been, but yesterday he had a mulligan. He can't have another game that season. Period. That's facts, Van City. And we'll talk about Carr right now. It's gonna be an interesting topic because I know the DC talk kind of, you know, a little bit of a debate. You feel me? But shout out to Chance Worthy Evans. What's good? Good to see you. Hey, ready to talk some Raiders football? You feel me? I'm gonna have a little bit more people come on in, little by little. I saw a lot of Derwin James cheating on the line and blitzing. Carr should have either had a hot route or to a receiver for a slant or call for more screens. That's facts. I'm surprised we did not see no screens. We did not see too much screens, which was surprising because all we did in preseason was screen. You feel me? So for us to not screen, it was kind of like what the hell is going on, right? Here, let me make sure of something. But yeah, it was very confusing on why we didn't use screens. That's another thing. That's play calling. Play calling was another factor in this, right? DC, you can unblock me, fade to black. We homies. Facts. DC talk has risen from hibernation. That's facts. Skip Bayless, agree. What was McDaniels thinking to not start Carr in preseason? You got to test the chemistry. That's what preseason is about. 3 interceptions, 2 fumbles. I put this on McDaniels. Okay. Shout out to Philly Sports Talk Podcast. What up, my brother Robert? Good to see you in here. Shout out to Willie Wayne in the building. Salute. So let me pop this up real quick. Let me do. Oh shit! Wait, I didn't want that. There we go. There we go. Let me take this off the screen for you guys. This is the box score of yesterday's game. Let me put myself down here real quick. Um, yeah. So as you can see here, Derek Carr did not have a good game. Uh, you know, uh, and yes, like Alfredo said earlier, the card talk is back from hibernation. I'll give you my insight on how Carr did. So let's start off with the quarterbacks, right? Let's start off with the Chargers quarterback. Justinherbert went 26 for 34, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 sacks, which I get it, y'all. On paper and on the stat sheet, 24 points is not bad for a defense to get allow, especially with the offense giving the ball back. But when you have 0 sacks on Justin Herbert, don't you think you're gonna get picked apart? Yes, pressures are good, but pressures don't mean shit when you have a mobile quarterback. Let's be honest, y'all. You could pressure your Lamar Jackson, but Lamar Jackson could run for 30 fucking yards on you pressuring him. And Justin Herbert is one of those quarterbacks that could pick you apart. Justin Herbert is one of those quarterbacks that could have the pocket presence and can be mobile with his feet. So I think pressures don't really mean shit in this game. I'm being honest. I'm being 100% honest. And I don't know if you guys agree with me or disagree with me on that take, but when you really break down on the eye test, you could have Max Crosby pressure the quarterback, and the quarterback will end up getting out of the pocket and throwing a dot. And that's exactly what Herbert did multiple times. So hearing things like Max Crosby, uh, you know, saying that Max Crosby and Chandler Jones were non-existent, and then other people saying that, oh, he was non-existent, but he had 7 pressures. What are you talking about? Those 7 pressures don't mean shit if you can't get to him. Let's be honest, y'all. Any mobile quarterback could get out of the pocket when you're pressuring them. The whole point of pressuring him is just to make him make a read quicker, make him get out of it quicker, make him have pocket awareness. For quarterbacks like Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, you'll get to them, because their pocket awareness is shit. Justin Fields, even though he won yesterday, that's another guy, right? So, in all honesty, he truly had enough time to pick us apart, and that's exactly what he did. Um, so in all honesty, Herbert had time for a cup of coffee back there yesterday. Where's the safety blitz? And that's what didn't make sense. Patrick Graham blitzes a lot, and the fact that he hardly blitz, I get it. Justin Herbert's one of the best quarterbacks when it comes to the blitz, right? He is. It's statistically shown, right? Um, but wouldn't you think that if you could get to Herbert quick and throw him down, he won't be able to make a read quicker than just getting pressure, right? Pressure and blitz. You blitz and you sack him, he won't be able to throw the ball because he's already on the ground. But then you have the other side, right? So it's just what you want to do with it, right? It also surprised me that we are the team that has been in training camp longer since April, and we look not prepared. And that's what's crazy. That's why that 4-0 bullshit don't mean shit in preseason. Oh, the Raiders have made history going undefeated in the preseason. That don't mean anything until you get into the regular season, right? Um, it's crazy to me that we didn't play our starters in preseason. I said this before the Patriot game. I was like, I would love to see DC4 out there because you gotta give your starters reps. Yes, people may say he may get hurt, y'all, but let's be honest. Patrick Mahomes played in preseason, right? Patrick Mahomes played. I believe Justin Herbert, if I'm not mistaken, played at least one down or something, or Eckler made a little bit of downs. Um, who else played? There's a couple of quarterbacks that played as well. I'm trying to think right now. There was some other quarterbacks. I think Rogers played. A lot of these guys played during preseason. A lot of their starters, whether it was the first game or fourth game, right? And in all honesty, you got to give your starters reps because if not, they're gonna go after in regular season and shit the bed in the first game. You're playing a competitive Charger team. You're not playing. You're not playing the Jaguars week one. You're not playing the Saints. Not saying they're a toss over either, but you're not playing all these guys that are not as good as the Chargers. Because let's be honest, the Chargers are good. Believe it or not, they are chokers. But in the beginning of the season, they're one of the best teams coming out the gate. And if you think not having your starters at least in for a preseason game is not going to cut it, you've seen it firsthand. And now another question is Josh McDaniels, what type of fucking play call were you wearing yesterday, right? Let's be honest. What type of what in the right sense against Joey Bosa, one of the smartest defensive ends in the league? Why would you do an end around and toss it back to Devontae Adams to throw the ball and have Derek Carr block Joey Bosa? Are you dumb? You had Carr blocking Bosa. What in the right? What? What? Honestly, what? Like, let's be honest. What kind of dumb shit was that? and you go back like 20 yards. Like, what the fuck? It's crazy to me, right? Let me see who else said something. Let me see. Let me see. Shannon Sharp skip was bad for them and Chargers. Oh, I already said. I just love fake Raider fans. DC is our quarterback. Right with him and go find another team. We need to get rid of him and do what? That's what's funny too. I'm not there yet. Where go trade for this and go trade for that and go trade for this, right? But let's be honest. Derek Carr played like absolute shit. And yes, some may say the offensive line did horrible, which in all honesty, the offensive line didn't make it any easier. But when Derek Carr had time, he made a shit play. He force fed Devontae Adams. He didn't give the ball spread around except for Waller. And he underthrew the shit out of Waller. And some may say, as a tight end, you need to be able to catch that. But come on, bro. The whole point as a quarterback is when somebody's running a crossing route, you throw it in front of him so he could extend his hands forward and catch the ball, not behind him. But you got to blame this coaching staff for the way they prepared for this game. You got to blame the offensive line. You got to blame the defensive line for not getting pressure. So in all honesty, there was a lot of factors in this, not just Derek Carr. But I don't want to sit here and also the I tried to find reasons on defending Carr today, and I couldn't find any. At the end of the day, just saying, and I know people are gonna be like, "Why are you just going after Derek Carr?" But I'm going after everybody. I just called out the offensive line. I just called out this play calling. But you also have to blame Carr. And I see other people bringing up other quarterbacks. I don't really give a shit about other quarterbacks because we're talking about the Raiders and Chargers here, not the Bengals and stuff like that. And it's no offense to anybody out there. And I did see that Joe Burrow played like absolute shit. The guy threw 5 interceptions. I mean, he threw four interceptions, fumbled the ball twice, I believe. His offensive line gave up 7 sacks. And stuff like that. And Stafford played like shit. Stafford had 2 picks, I think, or 3 picks and a fumble, I believe. A lot of these quarterbacks played like absolute shit, but right now we're talking about DC4, right? We're talking about DC4. So at the end of the day, um, DC4 didn't have a good game, and we gotta say that, right? But I'm not gonna be the one to be like get rid of Derek Carr because that's ridiculous to get rid of Derek Carr, right? It doesn't make sense that people want Jimmy Garoppolo, that people want Russell Wilson, that people out of a sudden, right? I don't think we're at that point yet. Derek Carr is gonna be fine. He's gonna bounce back. He always does. I'm glad that he shit the bed the first week, to be honest. If I'm being honest. Um, um, did anyone here comes earn? You know what? I'm in the mood to debate. So Earn, get your ass in here. I want to hear Earn because I know Earn is the biggest card defender, and he knows I defend card too. So I'm not bashing Carr, but let's get into a little debate. Let's spice things up. So Earn, get your ass in here real quick. The offensive line hasn't been good in years. DC4 must adapt to the situation. Cool, Kev. There you go. There was times where Carr had the ability to move out of the pocket and have some pocket awareness, and he didn't have it. And Ern came with the quickness. He came with the quickness. I have my brother backstage, man. You already know he's ready to defend Carr, and I'm ready for it. So my brother Ern's up in the building quick
And
as hell.
like that, you say his name, I'm like, Kenny, man, you say my fucking name and I appear. Look at that shit.
I love it, man. I love it that you were quick with it. But shout out to you. What's good, man? How are you feeling today? How was your day today?
Fuck. Oh my god. How my day going today? Shit, I don't know. I'm on one hand, I'm like, it's week one. Chargers are a good team. But on the other hand, I'm like, yo, if that's a little sample, if that's any sample size of what's to come, it's gonna be a long, rocky, rough ride. Am I a Derek Carr defender to the death? Did he play like ass yesterday? I mean, that's not even up for debate. That's probably one of his worst. That's definitely his worst game, turnover wise of his career. At least tied for it anyway. But let's be real. Did anybody else play like ass except DC, or was it just DC?
The coaching staff was ass. The offensive line was ass. The defensive line didn't get to the
Hey
quarterback.
yo, everybody loves Colton Miller. How did Colton Miller do yesterday?
Coach Emitter play like shit. I'll tell you that much, bro. You know how many times I've seen? Oh my god, bro! Just looking at it from a bird's eye view, bro. It was like looking at all 22 live. Holy shit, bro. Him and Illuminor got their asses busted, bro. Pause. Pause.
Bruh,
And,
I don't
and
know.
why? See, and I always go back to this play because it's a ridiculous play. How the fuck will Josh McDaniels call a play where you have Derek Carr blocking Joey Bosa and having Devontae Adams throw it?
That was the biggest momentum breaker, bruh. We was doing cool. All we had to do was just keep chugging along, bruh. And then that bullshit.
Facts, facts.
Who
Shout
the
out to
fuck? Whose idea was it to have Devontae throwing the ball and DC blocking, let
if we were
alone Joey
winning.
Bosa? If he
If
was
we were
blocking
winning,
me, that wouldn't be cool.
yeah, if we were winning by like 3 possessions or some shit, I would have been like, all right, try that play. Fuck it. Let's do a fucking trick play. But a trick play when you're losing, yeah, I don't know about that.
On
McDaniels
a
needs to give
on a
these
game
guys
time
steroids
drive.
because they soft. Shout out to you. Let me give a shout out to everybody that just joined us. Shout out to Snoop. Shout out to Willie Wing. Shout out to Brad Laps. Shout out to Mr. Took Your Soul. Shout out to Greg John. What's good, my brother? Shout out to Raider Nation. And everyone needs to knock it off with our pass show. Like bro, Chargers had two good ass tackles. Actually, the right tackle played pretty good for him being a little bit of a question mark. He hasn't had too many snaps in the NFL. And the fact that he came out and performed, you gotta give the offensive line credit. You gotta give their coaching staff credit on that note. Let me see. Shout
Max
out to
did good, bro. Max got there. You know what I'm saying? What number does Chandler Jones even wear, bro? I don't know. I didn't see him yesterday.
Carr looked like he was running with the busted transmission. That was a bullshit ass play,
You
but
ain't
Renfro was
cool.
coming open. He was getting open. It's just that don't have if you're gonna have somebody block, you have Jacob Johnson block Joey Bosa at the most and try to chip block him. Because if you're gonna have our quarterback block him, that's pretty crazy, right? And we played unprepared. It's shown that we were playing unprepared. It's shown. This is why I said play DC4 at the Patriots game. Have them a little bit of a snap, one drive.
So, so are y'all still good with the offensive line? Remember what I was saying on Saturday? Everybody's like, "Nah, we should be good. They're good." Well, I don't think we'll just chip them. We'll just chip on the other side and help Illuminor, and we'll use Foster Moreau over there. Is everybody still good with the offensive line now? I'm just wondering.
Shout out to Big Play Slay. Um, there
What
was
up, Slay?
moments. It just didn't make sense that there was a lot of rotation on the offensive line when it's a regular season game, right? You usually see that in preseason. You had Theor Munford play a couple snaps. You had Dylan Parham go out there, which actually, believe it or not, Dylan Parham had a pretty good game, to be honest.
Not bad.
He allowed 0 pressures, no sacks, an 85 plus PFF grade. He was the highlight of the team, of the
What
offensive
was
line.
what was Thayer Munford's grade? Munford's grade for
He
the
had
for
like
the
a
limited time when he
56.
came out there.
He did better than both of our tackles. So
Okay.
I guess that's a plus, right? I guess he allowed 2 pressures. Um, but yeah, that's
Yo,
facts.
Dylan
Raider Nation.
Parham will be starting this week. Andre James looked like he's probably going to be in concussion protocol.
What
So
didn't make?
Dylan Parham's going to be starting this week at center,
Yeah,
most
I
likely.
I was wrong about the offensive line because I thought Cotton would have got the start, but Parham
I
instead.
thought he did.
No, Parham had the start. I
I'm
believe.
sorry, we were watching on TV and
Mhm.
we missed like the beginning of the game because they had us watching that fucking Pittsburgh Cincinnati double overtime
Oh,
shit.
okay, okay, okay.
So
Yeah,
we
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get to see it until yeah.
Mumford must start. Yeah, I think you put Theo Mumford out there. And
I like Mumford a
one
lot.
more thing, we had a lot of injuries. So there is some positives to take this. Right tackle, who right the numbers. Coda Mitter played like ass too, but thank God that he played like ass week 1 because we still have a long season to go ahead of us. Not gonna lie, Adams needs to realize who he's playing for. He needs to fight for the deep passes. Please never get the PIs, never get thrown for us. That's for the only thing moving forward. And Devontae Adams did admit it.
Oh,
Adams
go
did
ahead.
admit it yesterday. He had a press conference and he said that he could have got back to the ball. He was taking accountability, but in all honesty, that was an underthrown ball. Uh, you
Bro,
know
I don't see if anybody. I better not catch nobody blaming that on Devontae, bro. That was all on DC, bro.
that
It
was
was it was
DC.
like three dudes over there. The ball was way underthrown, and the ball was late. That was all on DC. There's nothing Devontae could have did to catch that ball. I don't want to hear that shit.
He did get shoved a little. Um, but yeah, I could see why fighting for the ball. DeAndre Hopkins did it before on the Hail Mary, but and that ball I seen the clip. If he would have threw it at least like maybe 5 yards in front of where he threw it, that would have been a catchable ball for Adams. I think Adam was would have came down for it because the safety had a late reaction to it, and the cornerback was a little playing a little bit back. So by the time the ball was thrown, it was underthrown. So the safety, all he needed to do was just be where he was, even though he was getting burned. So it
Hey
kind of
Terrence,
benefited him. Oh, go ahead.
hey Terrence, watch this. Hey Patrick Carr, your mama's coochie salty. Go on with that bullshit.
I guess he's a Charger fan, right? Does Josh have Carr blocking Nosa to get Stidham in there? He does scramble out of the pocket. Conspiracy. That's a funny conspiracy. And that boy Stidham would have got his ass. Jesus. Um, Let me see what else we got. Shout out to Thomas. What's good? Illuminor did his best Leatherwood impression. And the Bears won with Leatherwood on the line. I'm just
The
saying.
Bears. Leatherwood didn't play, did he?
I think Leatherwood played, bro. I'm gonna be
I
honest.
don't
I
think he
think Leatherwood.
did.
Somebody, please let me know about that. Let me see. Hold up. Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears versus Niners snap count. But shout out to them for smacking the Niners. I'm glad that happened.
Shout out to the Bears. Gully, I see you. Good looking, bruh.
Let me see. Let me see. Oh, they already came out the snap count. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he played.
Oh, he didn't. Wow. Never mind. I take that back.
But whatever the case, shit, whatever the Bears did, keep doing it.
Fact. Shout
Especially
out to
because of
Black
Niners.
Trucks Podcast. What's good? Recognizing the blitz is tough but manageable. Yeah, we seen Derwin James. There was a play where Derwin James came from the edge. That was on, I believe,
Jumped over Josh Jacobs.
Jacobs. Jacobs, of course, was supposed to block him, chip block him. He ends up doing it, but he ends up knocking out Colton Miller, and Derwin James just jumped over both of them and got to the quarterback. Right.
And
Shout
did
out
you
to
see
Jack
on third
Bauer.
downs, Josh Jacobs wasn't in there no more? They put in, what's his name? Bolden after that?
Why didn't Amir Abdullah get any fucking rep, bro? It's Zamir.
Or Zamir?
And why did we run the ball only 13? Okay, I'm gonna get to that right now. We'll talk about Josh
Yeah,
Jacobs right now
yeah.
because Josh Jacobs started getting into his own in the second half, and then we stopped running the ball. Shout out to Jack Bauer 24. What's good, my brother? Good to see you again in here. Cardinals defense will not be able to cover what we have. They are light years below the Chargers defense. This will blow out game. If Carr can make the reads, yes, which I think he can because he could bounce back. I'm glad that Carr had a horrible game the first week instead of when we need him later on.
Yeah.
Um, and that's why I'm not calling for Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's stop this Jimmy Garoppolo bullshit. Let's
Right.
stop this trade Carr shit because I get it. We get. I'm gonna be honest. I was emotional as fuck yesterday, and and let's be honest, we all have been like that as Raider fans. Where we just unload on the team pause. And I was like that last night, bro. When going back from the game, it was like, oh my god, like what the fuck? I was like, fuck this, fuck that. But in all honesty, when you take a step back, you kind of realize that there's multiple factors in here. In all honesty, I think having a not so good offensive line, and no offense to anybody, and this is no shots. I see on Twitter that people are saying that the offensive line played pretty well. Um, I don't know what game you were watching. I'm gonna be honest.
Right.
I don't know what game possible. I mean, allowing what 6 sacks more than preseason, that's not okay. But besides that, when he did have time in the pocket, he did play pretty bad when he underthrew the balls. So having a bad quarterback play and having a bad offensive play does not match together at all. Regardless of what team we've seen, the Bengals. Like I said earlier, I don't like to bring up any other team because we're talking about DC4 right now, but Joe Burrow is a perfect example of that. A bad quarterback play and bad offensive line play, and they both said that.
5 interceptions.
Yeah, better L first game of the season versus last one. That's facts, Danny. That's what I'm saying. I am glad. I am glad that it was only week one, that it happened in the beginning of the season. And I said this at the Raiders schedule release. The Raiders schedule release. I think it's pinned to my home on YouTube. If you look at it, trust me, when it came down to breaking it down, I literally, I didn't, this was an and I quote, but I seriously, I remember saying this, and you guys could go back to it if you want. The receipts are there. I literally said, it's tough that we're playing hard teams in the beginning because we need time to gel. I would rather go through the Jaguars, and them first, not calling them horrible teams because it's any given Sunday, but they're easier teams than the Chargers first week. It gives us time to gel. The offensive scheme, the defensive scheme, everything together. Our starters not playing, it would have been a perfect opportunity for them to play against a team that they're capable of winning, even playing bad, so we could at least gel. But playing the Chargers right off the bat, a team that's bringing their offensive coordinator back for another year, a defensive coordinator, they already know the scheme, bringing back players that played in the starters. Of course, you know, and it was a 5 point game. You drop back and you see the score and you're like, what the fuck? I thought we would have got blown out the way we were
Only
fucking playing.
5 is not bad. I
And
mean,
you
no
got
moral
you got
victories though.
and you got to give credit to the secondary. Nate Hobbs, shout out to Nate Hobbs, man. He played a heck of a game. We knew he was going to be one of our best corners this year. He played a pretty damn well game. Rock Sid played all right. He didn't play his best game. Anthony Averett did get injured. He's out for 2 to 4 weeks, which sucks. We did sign. Actually, that gives me another one. We did sign Robey Coleman. If you guys remember him, he's the guy that did the passing interference on the Saints that one year, where he cost the Saints the Super Bowl. Um, to go to the Super Bowl, and it was a bullshit passing interference. We got him. He's gonna most likely play slot for us, and they're gonna push Nate Hobbs to the outside. So, and Abrams looked great. Abrams to Abrams played a pretty damn well game. Also, I gotta give some credit to also. Let me bring this back out. Josh Jacobs. Out of the 57 yards, 40 plus yards came from the second half, and it just didn't make sense to me that we ran the ball 13 times. I'm gonna just leave it there. 13 times rushing to a team that brought 5 running backs. We had Britton Brown did get deactivated, which didn't make any fucking sense because he'd have been utilized good in the red zone, but whatever's.
Right.
We had four backs. We had Josh Jacobs, we had Zamir, we had Amir Abdullah, and we had Brandon Bolden, and then Jacob Johnson. The
And then we
fact
didn't even
that
use that doula.
fact he look at Josh Jacobs averaged more than 5.5 yards per carry on average, and you're telling me you're not gonna run the ball?
You only gave it to him 10 times.
That's ridiculous. That's play calling. Hey, Chargers do still got 0 rings. That's facts. And we got a Charger fan right there. Um, it didn't make sense to me.
Wait, I'm a moderator, right? There's a Charger fan. Get rid of this. No, I'm playing.
Terrence already typed about goddamn Terrence. What the fuck?
Damn, I ain't never seen Terrence go at somebody. He called him a
Hey, he's
powder
on a
bitch.
rampage, bro. He already typed out 2 Charger fans, man. God damn.
Hey, Terrence, I got your back. They come at you. I got you.
That's facts. This was a division game. We shit the bed. I was hoping. I said that we were gonna go 1-1 with the Chargers, but I was hoping that it wasn't in LA because that's the game I went to, and I didn't want PTSD over again. But fuck, bro. Again, you know what happened after the game? Going home, it started raining and lightning. I'm not even joking you. It happened again. It
And how
happened
hot
again.
was it? How hot was it?
Bro, it was like 80 degrees. Humid. It rained after the game. Heading home, bro. What kind of shit is that?
Bro, that's fucked up. The Chargers win and then the fucking Lightning, bro. Fuck LA, bro. For y'all. Fuck y'all for that.
It still fucked the Chargers though.
Hey, yo, stock up and stock down for me. Stock up is Nate Hobbs. Like the whole offseason, you guys been like, oh, he's gonna be all pro, he's gonna be this, he's gonna be that. And I've been sitting here like, I don't know, bro. Y'all jumping the gun. He looked really good yesterday. So
Yeah,
stock
he
up
did.
on him. Stock down. Y'all been riding Divine Diablo, and I've been telling y'all, I don't know. Don't I'm pump the brakes on that. Stock down on Divine Diablo after yesterday, bro. So it's some little, some little keep an eye on.
Yo, Eric, mod me because I can already suspect if I start talking about the Chargers, I'm gonna get my ass timed out. Yeah, Slay's a huge Charger supporter this year, even though he's an Eagles
The
fan.
fuck?
He,
Hold on. Stop. We know Slay from being an Eagles fan, right?
yeah,
Slay, what's up with that, bruh?
he just
You a
likes the
Chargers
Chargers.
fan? You want to, bruh? Now they have 5 fans instead of 4.
Nah, he has the Chargers winning the division, winning the division. And yeah, he did have
Man,
them
it don't
beating
look
us.
like Kansas City's missing a beat, bruh.
Yeah, he's not a Chargers fan though. I just say he's a Chargers fan, but um,
Oh. Okay.
That boy Slay funny, man. That boy Slay has been supporting me since the start. Uh,
Oh yeah, for sure.
shout out to Slay, man. I think the Chargers are gonna be a good team. Not a damn fad. That's facts. That's facts. And hey, let's talk about our division then before we continue with this breakdown. The Chiefs really didn't seem like a horrible Chiefs team. That boy
They
Patty
didn't look like
Mahomes
they
put
missed a
up
beat.
5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and threw two to his running back, one to his tight end. Travis Kelce had over 140 yards. They fucking God damn against a good
And they
secondary.
reloaded on defense too, bro.
Fuck, we better step the fuck up. That's all I know. We better not continue this shit. We
Yeah,
fuck. Hey,
that's
don't
something
even
we
get me
didn't
started on the
consider.
Broncos. The Broncos play today, so we'll see what the fuck they are made of against the Seahawks. But they should win that game. But fuck, bro, those Chiefs.
I want to see Denver tonight, bro. I hope they don't look good.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Raider F for life. What up, sis? Good to see you in here. Shout out to Desert Raider. Keep in mind, it's the Cardinals. Yeah, they have a good secondary. Their defensive line's banged up, and their offense is not so good without DeAndre Hopkins. So,
Bro,
um,
their two corners are small, bro. They're both 5'11".
yeah, yeah, yeah. Facts. That's facts. Um,
I think Devontae and Mac Hollins eat on them. They should anyway.
yeah. But I blame this on. Oh my fucking. Why did we run the ball 13 times? I'm still trying to wrap my head around this shit. The best way to beat the Chargers week 1, I said, was to run the ball. You run down their throats, you will tire them out, and then you will start to unload pause on the throwing ability.
And what's the one thing we didn't do?
We didn't run.
Exactly.
We ran 30 times.
I was hoping Josh Jacobs. Remember, I predicted Josh Jacobs have 100 yards in the first half. Nope.
And why the fuck is Renfro still returning punts?
Good question. Did you see that shit, bro? I was like, bro, we got to get him out of there. Bring up DJ Turner and have him do punts or something.
Somebody in the chat, please explain to me why the fuck was Renfro running. Somebody, I'm just trying to wrap my head around what the fuck this coaching staff is trying to establish. First of all, in the preseason, they said that Leatherwood
What
was
up,
going to get
Loon?
a shot at guard, started playing tackle. Then they talked about Cotton's going to have a pretty good starting role. The guy didn't even fucking start. Then they said that they were going to do this. They say a lot of shit, and they do a 180 with that shit. And you got to give Brian as much as I fucking hate it. And trust me, when looking at it, Renfro was open on some plays, and even Derek Carr said it. Derek Carr said, "Yeah, I seen Hunter Renfro a couple times open, but I wanted the more yards. I wanted to move the chain even further." That's what he said. Derek Carr literally said that. It's not and I quote, but he literally said that. He said he's seen Renfro open, but he said that he would rather go deep because he wants to move the chains more. He doesn't want the little yardage. That's pretty much what he said. He admitted it, which is ability. Thank you for taking accountability. Which Hunter Renfro was open on a lot of routes, but they were shorter routes than what Adams was running and Matt Collins and them, right? Um, but you got to give Bryce Callahan some credit. And I literally said that Callahan was a great addition to their team when going over it, and he did show out a little bit. So, um, we all know Renfro will get the best of him the second game, man, and I think we will beat him the second game because last year we lost the first game and won the second game, right? It's deja vu all over again.
Our
Um,
offense isn't even in sync yet. You could clearly see
you could
that.
tell, you could fucking tell, bro. That's the obvious shit.
Once everything falls into sync and gets oiled, we'll be okay. No, don't panic. The only thing I'm panicking on is that offensive line, because if that offensive line doesn't get repaired, like that's where it all starts at. If they can if they can get to the quarterback before the play can develop, we have no chance.
Yeah. What's crazy about this? Shout out to Lunatic Raiders. Shout out to Allegiance. Um, what's crazy is that I heard that a lot of Charger fans were talking shit after the game. As far as I seen on YouTube, especially in my short about Renfro talking about Derwin James and stuff, it started blowing up yesterday because a lot of Charger fans was like, he got locked up, blah 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 blah. And I seen a lot of talking shit over the internet. But at the game, this is just my experience at the game. I still stayed after. Um, after the game for a little bit of time, and I was around a lot of Charger fans because, of course, a lot of Raider fans went home after the game, but um they weren't really talking shit to me. They were more. This is just my experience. Like I said, maybe everybody else that went in the game, they had a different experience, but they were like, "Yeah, hey, you guys are a good team. You guys were." They were saying exactly what we're saying on these reviews. They were like, "Hey, Carr had a bad game, but we know that we shouldn't take him lightly. Second game, a lot of them were saying like they give credit to Adams, they give credit to this, and they were like, yeah, they joked around a little. They're like, haha, we beat y'all." But at the end of the day, they started giving credit. They did sportsmanship, man. I was like surprised. I was like, what the fuck? You're not talking shit like, oh fuck DC and all this. They weren't. That's just my experience with the Charger fans I was talking to.
They knew it was 50-50 around there, and they know how Raider fans be. So they was like,
There
let's
was
just
apparently a
gracefully accept
fight
this win.
that I didn't see. There was
Really?
apparently a fight, which was expected, but geez, bro, you should go see it. I'll send you it, bro, because uh,
Yeah.
he hit a girl, bro. He like punched the girl and knocked her, bro. Like he punched the girl, he punched the guy. He was going 2v1 and knocked down, bro. And I
He
think
was
there were
just
two
going
Raider
bad,
fans,
huh?
bro. I think there were Raider fans just fighting within each other, bro. I'm like, God damn, bro, why are you fighting within each other? What the fuck you doing?
That happens more often than you would think, bro.
Yeah, it was expected. Let's be honest, bro. So many people were pissed.
Yep.
He said, "What were you holding your gun again, Eric?" Shout out Willie Wayne. I seen that. Yeah, I'd rather shit the bed and at the jump get all that bad play out of the way. That's facts. That's facts. And that's let's talk about some positives because that's a lot of negativity. You know me. I'm SC experience. I'm all about keeping it positive. The
The
positive thing is week one. That's the
the,
positive, right?
the biggest
Uh,
positive is that Devontae and that DA and DC connection is there off top.
yeah.
So
Fuck.
that's a super positive because if you have a number one wide receiver but you never throw to him, then what good is your number one wide receiver?
That's
But
facts.
on the other hand, we do got to kind of like spread it around, bro. You know what I mean? You got to get Hunter Renfro the ball. You know what I'm saying? Be nice to see Mac Hollins with a couple catches. You just got to like legitimize all these other weapons that you have on your field that you'll actually go to them. So make the other team respect them when they're game planning for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll see that you'll go to Mac Hollins, you'll go to
Yeah.
Hunter Renfro, so they can't just like lag off them and just concentrate everything on DA. Because believe me, Arizona, if they did their game plan, they're going to concentrate on taking away DA. And let's see what Derek Carr can do without Devontae Adams now.
Mhm.
That's what they're going to do next week. So don't expect to
Hey.
see,
Yeah.
what?
I'll go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's it. I was going to say, don't expect to see heavy catches from Devontae again next week because that's what they're going to focus their game plan on is taking him away.
What's crazy is Aaron Rodgers had a horrible game without Adams.
That's his security blanket.
31 attempts. 31 attempts, 76 yards. Longest was 12 yards. Is this about? Who is this about? Talking about them. Oh yeah. You are talking about them. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Let me take this overlay out real quick. Give me a second. You see to your right. They carried the ball 31 times and had only 76 yards. Eckler was shut down to 36 yards. That's great.
That's
You stopped Eckler. One of the key
that's
takeaways
something
stopped
we don't
Eckler, and that's
normally
exactly what
see.
they did. We just couldn't stop fucking Keenan.
76 total yards.
He said one of them was a Carr fan and the other one wasn't. That's what the fight was about. Hey, when I tell you around me, bro, a lot of Raider fans were split, bro. It was just like the YouTube world right now and split about Carr and defending and not defend, bro. It looked like it at the game too, bro. A lot of people were yelling. I mean, everybody
You
was
can't
pissed, bro.
you can't really defend them, but showing them up and cussing them out and all that shit is like that's over the top. Like why, bro? Because if he wins the Super Bowl, you can be okay with your girl going to go suck his dick. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to hear that shit.
You know what? Well, I give credit what credit's due on the defensive ends. Even though they didn't get sacks, which I do, like I said earlier, the pressures don't mean shit. But then really looking at it again, that interior pressure, if there was a D tackle, nose tackle in that middle causing pressure, trust me when I say it, Herbert would have been sacked multiple times because multiple times the middle of the offensive line was open. It was an open gap. So pause. And of course, You seen Justinherbert step up in the pocket, had a wide open pocket at that point because coming from the edges, it blocked out the right and left. So all he had to do was go through the middle. All he had to do was run through the middle, and that's exactly what he did. Ran through the middle. Also, stepped up in the pocket because there was no interior D line. The interior D lines got pushed to the fucking side. That's what happened a lot. So that's where I'll give a little bit of a leeway right there. If we had the interior pressure, we could have had multiple sacks. We would have not had 0 sacks. Justinherbert would have been thrown on the floor. He would have. So I think now I know I haven't been talking about Sue. I think we have to look at this D tackle and go get a D tackle, bro.
I don't think there's another option, bro.
Yeah.
Sheldon Richardson and Dominican Sue. What else are we looking at as far as like availability?
Hmm.
And then if they're out there, like why are they out there? There's a reason.
Yeah. Thoughts on Cleve Farrell? Chloe Farrell actually did pretty good. I actually have
Yeah,
what he did. Give me 1 second. Cleve Farrell,
Brilliant Farrell did what he was supposed to do. He stops the run.
he had 3 pressures.
Gets an edge.
Um, he had 19 snaps. He had 5 run snaps, 8 pass rush snaps, and 6 cover snaps. He had 3 pressures with 1 hit, 1 QB hit, 2 stops, and a 28.6% pass rushing win rate which was top 3 in the team. So Clifford had a solid game.
Hey, depressed Raider fan, on Raider Ben channel, I'm not a moderator, so you can say whatever, but don't come in here with that fucking trolling on this shit. You fucking around and get
People want
banned
to
over
give up
here.
on Farrell so fast, but for some reason want to keep scary guard. God damn. What about Merrick? Is he hurt bad? No. So the injury report right now is that so far Andre James was getting shown for a concussion. Trayvon Merrick his hip. We still don't have no further evaluation on either of them. Also on Denzel Perriman, his ankle got rolled up. Brandon Bolden's knee. DJ Turner's ankle. Andrew Billings has an undisclosed injury, and Anthony Aver, we know that's the only one that got an update. His thumb, he's out for 2 to 4 weeks.
God damn.
So that's why we signed Coleman Robbie Coleman today
Yeah,
to
Robbie
the
Coleman.
squad, and I think he might be did he have a hit before? I don't think he got hurt before there. Oh, I think actually no, wait, he did at TCU. That's why he was a second round pick because people were scared of that injury. That's something to monitor. That's something to monitor. I think all these injuries are something to monitor. At this point, I really think Sue don't even want to be a Raider. He skipped overs, and that's what I'm thinking too. See, that one side of me is like, we need the interior D line, and the other part of me is like, bro, he's doing the same shit again. At this point, they need to do something,
If a
right?
motherfucker don't want to be here, fuck it.
Yeah,
Just we ain't holding no hostages. We want volunteers. Can't remember who said that, but it was a good quote.
yeah. Shout out to Kobe
Mike
Breeze. What's
Tomlin
good?
said
What's
that.
good, Kobe Breeze? What's good, Jay? Good to see you guys, man. Hope all's well. DC's the type, and I've seen it over and over and over again. He has a game like he did yesterday, gets pissed, and he'll come out and play loud out Sunday. Hey, he does. He does do a lot of
You
that.
know what?
Um,
After games like that, we usually see DC come out with that focused ass look, with that cold ass stare. That's when he has his best games.
yep. Ziegler should be already on the phone with someone to add it here. Look, he already added a defensive back the day after we heard Anthony Avery. Well, the morning of Anthony Avery being injured. So he's quick. He's already on the phones. You already know he is. So hopefully they can bring in somebody else, right? Um, let me see who else. Carr's
Salute,
pocket
Jack.
presence, field. Yeah, no, yeah. His pocket awareness, his field awareness was horrible yesterday. There was times where um he had the similar situation where Herbert, where there was pressure on the edges and he had the middle, but then he stepped up and then stepped back and then went straight to the defensive end. Like, just run the ball, be mobile. You had a pretty good 5 yards, even though if it was 5 yards, that's good. That's good. A 5 yard pickup is still a positive, right? Marcus Mariota would have won that game yesterday. Didn't they lose?
Stop it. Stop it.
What did Mariota do
Stop
yesterday?
it.
Okay.
Marcus Mariota. Okay.
Let me see. What did Marcus Mariota do yesterday? They played a really good Saints defense. So let's see. Let's see what they did. 215 yards, 20 for 33, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. And he fumbled the ball twice and lost
Egalitarian,
one.
what's up? Hey, say that name, Eric.
Egalitarian. What's good, Egalitarian? What's good, brother? Good to
Ah,
see you.
shit. Look at
Shout
Eric.
out to you. Shout out to Raider for Life. What up, sis? Shout out to Valerie. What up, sis? Mariota lost his game yesterday. Yeah, he lost. Yeah, he lost by a point that the Saints with Kyle Pitts. Actually, Drake London had 74 yards and Cordell Patterson had 124 yards rushing. So, there's that,
Damn.
right? They actually ran the ball. We didn't run the ball.
Against the Saints defense, you better fucking run the ball.
I just dropped all my chips. I need vacuum. God
What
damn.
up, Michael Guerrero?
You take it up. You talking about my quarterback backs. Raiders
You know
picked
what I'm
up
saying?
Javen Gidry. I can't even fucking say that. Gidry.
When was this? Just a minute ago?
Yeah, he got picked up from the somebody else. I think if I'm not
I've
mistaken,
heard the
he
name
was on somebody's
somewhere.
practice squad. Let me see. He was hey, you know what's interesting? He was he was waived by the Cardinals, and it's the week of playing the Cardinals. If that don't show you they're trying to get insight, I don't know what is.
What position does he play? He's probably a
Cornerback.
corner, huh?
He
Okay.
literally they grabbed a guy that got waived by the Cardinals on the week we play the Cardinals. I don't know if that'll
Okay.
show you something, bro.
I'm not mad at that.
It's something to monitor. It's interesting. Shout out to Jack Kenna. What up, Jack Kenna? Good to see you in here. A lot of big name quarterbacks had a bad week. Facts. Matthew Stafford lost. Aaron Rodgers lost.
Nah,
Joe Burrow
damn.
lost. And 4 interceptions will bounce back. We will bounce back. That's why I'm
Yeah,
not
for sure.
fully on. Let's go trade for somebody, right? It's 1 week. Uh, they didn't play him. Raider fan. That's what's
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
know what happened to Zamir either.
They didn't play him. They didn't play him or Amir Abdullah, and they're both healthy.
I would have liked to definitely seen Zamir yesterday.
And as you see right here, they only ran the ball 13 times, so they'd rather just launch the ball, which didn't make sense. Cause look it, they. How do I say this? Khalil Mack hasn't been the best against the run in his last few years. You rush his way. And that's exactly what they were doing. And Josh Jacobs ended up having like 40 plus yards in the second half. Why the fuck are you going away from it as a coach? I'm let's be honest. I'm not a fucking coach. And some may say, hey, you're not a coach, so why are you judging another coach, a proven coach? This coach hasn't been proven. He was a head coach at the Broncos and didn't do shit. He has a clean slate. Come out here and have a great game plan. I talked about this. Him against Brandon Staley. And let's be honest, Brandon Staley outcoached them.
Fuck.
I don't give a shit. I'm
That's
sorry.
unacceptable.
I'm sorry. Brandon Staley outcoached them yesterday, and it was proven.
That's
I'm
unacceptable.
sorry.
Josh McDaniels got 6 Super Bowl rings. Brandon Staley don't, and he got outcoached
I'm
by everybody, by a coach that everybody looks at as a laughing stock of coaching right now.
yeah. And here's the thing. Look it. I know some may say why you overreact is week one. It's not that. The whole point of this live is to give you my reaction to it and give you my analysis on it. And I hope nobody
It's
takes
not
it
a
the
it's
wrong.
not an overreaction.
And
Calm down.
I hope nobody takes it the wrong way. Like I'm saying, I'm just calling out who needs to be called out. Carr needs to be called out. This offensive line needs to be called out. This head coaching needs to be called out. And all these guys need to be called off because they all had a factor in the loss yesterday. But look at there we go. You're crazy, bro. McDad just has 6 chips, bro. And he also had Bill Belichick as his head coach. So now he's a head coach. He didn't win 6 chips being a head coach. He won 6 chips being an offensive coordinator.
That's true.
This is his clean slate as a head coach. And the team was just not prepared. And that falls on the head coaching.
That definitely falls on the head coach.
If your team is unprepared, it falls on the coach. Let's be honest. It falls on the defensive coordinator. It falls on the head coach. It falls on the offensive
I like
coordinator.
that comment by Chowder.
What did Chowder say?
Second from the bottom.
Where is it? I don't see it. Oh my god.
So you said 90% of the loss was on Carr. Are you serious, bro? So you're telling me? So Derek Carr's supposed to block Joey Bosa? Was it Nick Bosa or Joey Bosa and Khalil Mack? That's what you want him to do? And throw the ball, right? You
Shout out
want him
to
to catch
Kyle
the ball?
Holt.
You want him to get separation?
Yeah. Shout out to Kyle Holt. Salute SC Raiders Nation. Much bounce back. And we'll bounce back. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just I knew I knew. I seen other comment sections. I knew that there was gonna be a split opinion about the game yesterday, but and honestly, you gotta see it for what it is, right? Um, and I see right here. Where is it? 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 Give me 1 second. I seen something earlier. Where is it? Brandon Staley did not outcoach Josh McDaniels.
So what was the cause of the win then? Why did we lose? That's egalitarian, the homies. I'm not gonna get on them too bad, but hey, tell us what. So what, in your opinion, what was the cause of us losing?
Yeah, Eric, am I the only person that saw DT and right tackle as a deficiency in yesterday's game besides Derek Carr sitting in the bed, shitting the bed? No, you're totally right. There was no interior defensive line. The right tackle was a problem.
Lost.
Also, the left tackle
Okay,
actually.
you've been saying
Um,
that all morning.
and yeah, um, but yeah, I'll put 50% on Carr. Honestly, he was over aggressive, but I believe he will bounce back in a big way. He always has. That's facts. He
That's
always does.
fair.
So
I can agree with that.
and that's why I'm not on the trade Carr yet. We're not. I'm not on that. But yeah, we were out coached. Yeah, we were. It's shown. It's shown. And not saying that further down the season, Brandon Staley is a better coach than Josh McDaniels. No, 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 no. We all know Brandon Staley tends to shit the bed towards the end, so that's why it's only week 1. But just based on yesterday's game, he got out coached. And facts. Even Josh McDaniels said it himself that he got out coached. He literally took
There it
accountability.
is.
So that's why I'm saying it. Um, and I like that this whole team took accountability. Derek Carr said
Hold
that he
on.
was
You said I'm
over
smoking some
aggressive.
oregano.
I like that Derek Carr said that he was aggressive, that he was trying to link up with Adams. He said that he was too friendly. He said that Renfro was open some of the times. He also, Josh McDaniel said that he got out coached. That he said that some of the plays was that, and that they're gonna watch film and review. So at the end of the day, I like that
That's some
everybody
good
took
ass
accountability.
oregano.
There you go. You also got to remember
Eric,
this is a whole new system with a whole lot of different details. That is facts. Speak them facts, Valerie. Speak them
right,
facts,
Valerie.
sis.
Eric, when
Look,
I see you, get you high, motherfucker. Ain't gonna be no running.
look. This is the thing exactly, and I'm gonna piggyback on what Valerie's saying here. Like I said in my other live when the schedule came out, I wish we played a little bit of an easier team. Not saying easier teams, way easier teams, but easier teams than the Chargers week 1 because we need time to gel.
The strain is Gary Payton. Sorry.
Yep, yep. So exactly, and then tie this into that, right? Having no play time with your starters is a key factor because you go into the first game a little rusty. It's one thing for Derek Carr has never thrown a pick in in training camp until the end, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, he's gonna look so good." Training camp don't mean shit when it comes to the field.
Well, Kyle,
Amik Robertson had one of the most amazing training camps, and he came out in preseason and shit the fucking bed.
that's every year. Come on, man. We're not surprised, right?
Yeah.
Last year,
Uh
same thing.
facts. McDaniel needs better O line for the offense he wants to run. In my opinion, we need a solid tackle. Period. Derek played horrible, but to say it's all as far is not correct. That is facts. OKC Raider. OKC Raider, you're speaking the facts. 405, and I love that profile picture. Shout out to you, brother. Yep. This team as a whole, look, Christy, they were unprepared. That if I were to sum up yesterday, the Las Vegas Raiders were unprepared. Everywhere from the quarterback to the fucking receiver to the fucking
Offensive line.
offensive line to the fucking interior defensive line to the fucking linebacker because Jayon Brown got burnt a couple times. To the
I'm not
fucking
really gonna put anything on the defense. I thought they played a good game.
I know, and it's hard to put out defense because they did do pretty good towards the end when it mattered. Nate Hobbs, shout out to I'm gonna shout out Nate Hobbs again. That boy Nate Hobbs is a fucking beast. That boy had a key pass deflection to give the ball back. So
Yeah.
shout out to the defense. Shout out to the secondary because for a team that had half of the team go down, Trayvon Merrick was out. Denzel Perriman was out. Anthony Averett was out. Andrew Billings was out. you still played a pretty decent game towards the end and when it mattered. So shout out to the defense for that.
They were without, who was it? Keenan Allen is out now. They was out them without him the whole
Yes, yes,
second
yes,
half.
yes. They had no Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen got injured, and I believe he might be out for a couple weeks. Who knows? And
Depressed Raider
Abram was solid.
fan. Yes, Abram looked nice yesterday to me,
Yep. And shout out
and
to
he
Jack
played
Henry for the
100%
$2
of the
super chat.
snaps, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, shout out to Jack Henry. What the fuck is 6 sacks, 2-0, 3 picks, 2-0? Why? Yeah, with that stat line and everything, you were most likely gonna lose. Um, just because something I always criticize Carr about this, and everybody could say that I said this before, especially when my first few months of being a content creator. I always said that the only problem I have with Carr is that he gets in his own head when he continue, which is understandable because if you keep getting thrown on the floor, it kind of gets to your head. But as a quarterback and as a leader of the team and as a captain, you got to be able to handle those emotions. And Carr just hasn't been able in his whole career been handle to handle those emotions. When time goes rough, he gets in his own head and he over aggressive stings. And that was my older criticism with Carr throughout his days in Fresno to here. That was my older criticism, and you seen it yesterday. He was in his own head. You could just tell he was in his own head, and he took accountability yesterday, like I said. But I hope that he could go back like he always does and entering the Cardinals, have a clean slate, clean week, and go back on film, talk to his receivers, get on the same page of his offensive coordinator as well, and go out there and ball out against the Cardinals. Because I believe that Derek Carr could also put up a Patrick Mahomes performance on Sunday if he's on the same page with the offense. If he's on, which I did see Carr did communicate a lot with the offensive line. He told them where to block, where to go. You would see him pointed out practically every play, which I love. But besides that, we got to be better at certain things when it comes to this offense because some of the things just didn't gel together, and all they need to do is gel together. So I'm glad that we shit the bed now, not later, and I'm glad that we're going against a Cardinals team that is beat up as well. Shout out to Prez. What's good, Prez? Good to see you in here, brother. Hope all is
What
well.
up,
Good to
Prezi?
see you. Um, my biggest knock on Carr is that he's not a runner. Sometimes he needs to run, but he's always looking to pass the ball. Yeah. And like I said earlier, he needs to be able to read the gaps, right? Not stay in that pocket, especially when it's collapsing. When it's collapsing and you have an open little gap in the middle, you gotta step up there or at least rush forward. Even if you get 2 to 3 yards, that's better than taking a sack or an interception, right? Um, it'll help out a lot. You know, those 2 to 3 yards always stacks up when you're first down and 10, right? It'll be second and 7. You'll have a closer thing and you don't have to draw up a big play, right? Our
It's
defense
not
needs to
even that I
start
want
getting
him to be running forward for positive yards. If he could just scramble out of the pocket and just like gain, like, by itself a couple more seconds at second and a half, you know what I mean? That's the more movement that I want to see. I don't want to see him out there running. I don't want him getting hurt. But if he could
yeah.
just like, scramble out of the pocket and just gain it, buy a few, a little bit of extra time, that'd be cool.
Facts. And if you guys can hit that like button for me, we got 57 people in here, man. If you guys can hit that like button and let's get it up to at least 50 likes, man. I'll greatly appreciate it. Helps the algorithm, you know. Buy time. Yep, buy time. DC no screener, slide game, Brady, Snake, Gannon, all great runners. Brady, Snake, hey, Gannon, he was a runner. Brady, he's not a fucking runner. But Gannon, I mean, and Snake, hey, the Snake was arguably one of the best quarterbacks we've had um and all time, right? But yeah, the screen is a great topic point. We use screens all preseason.
We didn't see
Why
one
didn't we
yesterday, did we?
screen or run the ball? Both of those things are into consideration. You had Amir Abdullah out there that could run the screen. If you had Dylan Parham starting, Dylan Parham and Illumina are both guys that are great when blocking for a screen. They have the fucking ability and athleticism to block it. They did it all preseason, so might as well do it. I agree with Westside Media. Derek Carr could have avoided a couple sacks yesterday by moving his feet. Yep. Shout out to Holly. What up, sis? Good to see you. Eric and Ern, salute. Hope you are doing good. Shout out to
Salute,
you,
Holly.
Holly. Good to see you.
How
But
you
yeah,
doing?
so I don't know, man. It sucks seeing losing week one, but I'm glad it was just week one.
Bro, I had us losing. I had us splitting to the Chargers anyway. So as long as we win the other one, then I'm good with that.
It's crazy how
What up,
some
Loon?
forget what Carr did the last 4 games last season during the
Right.
BS the team went through. Stop trying to pick and choose a narrative to fit your opinion facts.
Thank you, Loon. Thank
Uh,
you.
What's crazy is that I keep seeing on Twitter that people are praising certain things that are completely 100% wrong. I think the defense did play a pretty good well game. Yes, we did sack the quarterback, which was a negative, but there was a lot of positives with it. When the times got tough towards the end, they kept playing their hearts out and stopping, making them go three and out, three and out, three and out, which was amazing. That's good. That is
I
good.
have no beef with the defense. Some sacks would have been nice, but I'm not mad at the defense at all.
It's
Y'all
just
know I'm the number one Carr supporter, but this game, falls on Carr and the coaching. Boom. It is what it is.
it's a deuce. He said 3 interceptions, a fumble, and 5 sacks is what happened this season. It's first week. I ain't gonna stress it too much. If he does that again second week, then it starts to concern me. But yeah, so
You
shout out to Valerie. Chargers are legit Super Bowl contenders. They are. Believe it or not, even though they choked, they are. And won the game yesterday, but we'll get them back later this season. And we did last year. We did
and you
last
guys
year.
know damn well Carr throwing 3 interceptions in the game is completely uncharacteristic. It's not going to happen again this season. You already know that.
Shout
Just
out to
stop.
Lopan. I hate Chargers. They have no green eyes. God damn. Shout out to the Snake Sports Talk Show. Here we go. What up, boys? Hope y'all are good after yesterday. We'll see y'all again in week 13. Jake's in the building. Do not block Jake. Please don't. Don't time out Jake because I know my mods are on a rampage right now. Jake is cool. Jake is cool. Jake is cool. Jake is cool. I repeat, Jake is cool. but shout out to Jake, man. Max Crosby needs his own flag to toss it every time he's being held on the field. He was being held a lot, man. Um, in all honesty, they missed a lot of, I didn't see any difference than last year as far as we did see in preseason, us be disciplined, and we did see in preseason that we got a lot of cars our way, but in the regular season, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. There was a lot of plays where there was passing interference calls that didn't get called. But we could sit here and talk about it all day, but we should be used to it by now. We should be used to it. Let's be honest. We should just be used to it at this point. I won't fuck with it, but fuck your team, Jake. Mac is
Eh,
allowed to grab Carr's face mask. You know what's crazy? The last play, Khalil Mack grabbed his face mask and pulled him and jerked his head, bro. When he
no
fumbled.
flag because it's the Raiders.
You know what? Hold on. Let me bring this up, bro. Bring this up. This was a key. Fuck it. Nah, bro. Hold up. This is where I. Hold on. Give me a second. Where is it? Where's that play? Where's that play? Fuck. Where's that play? God damn it. Is it this one? Fuck, you can see it from afar though. God damn it. Yeah, I can't find it. Fuck. Damn it.
So
I'm trying to find it
how
right
do
now.
y'all feel about Colton Miller after that shit? Do y'all still think we straight over there, or you feel like
Yeah, we're good. We're good over
maybe
there. He was
oh,
destined. He had so many good games in a row. He was had to have a bad game, and this was his
bro,
bad
he
game.
got thrown into Carr like so many times. Like, come on, man.
Yeah.
You think those are the only premium pass rushers in the league? Every team damn near has a premium pass rusher. Next week we get JJ Watt. He might be older, but he still knows all the tricks to the trade.
We're fine there. We're fine there. It's just of course, they he had to have a bad game. A lot of tackles have one bad game. After having really good games every single day. So I think he'll be fine. We have the Cardinals that don't have an elite defensive line like the Chargers, but they are a tough team when it comes to the secondary. Um, and besides that, right? Good teams don't give us sacks on the first drive of the game. Yeah, that was tough to see. Ref loves those gay powder blues when playing in LA. God damn. SC, read my last comment. What was your last comment? Eric, and who was DC looking for most of the game? That's what I was talking about in the offseason when the nation of content creators was screaming for Adams, that he was gonna look at Adams. Yeah. Hopefully he could come out and the Cardinal game and start throwing the rock everywhere.
You
And
do pay
even
the man $27 million to catch the ball, bro. Feed it to him.
yeah. How are you gonna get thrown into your own quarterback multiple times? No preseason reps. That's how. Yup. Yeah, no preseason reps. That's another guy, and he looked rusty as fuck out there. Colton will bounce back. I
Yeah.
think he will. Everybody needed a slap to the face week one. It was snap back to reality. JJ Watt questionable can happen. JJ Watt's gonna miss week one, I think. They also don't have DeAndre Hopkins, so yeah, he's got to target Renfro more. I was surprised he didn't go to Renfro yesterday much,
Yeah.
but I guess he wanted to get the Adams connection going. So let me try to get that part real quick for you guys. He actually, let me see if I have it right here. Give me 1 second.
Imagine if DC and DA would have connected on that fade to the back left corner of the end zone, that would have been wonderful.
Can you hear that?
No.
All right. Fuck. Damn. Damn it.
Shit, Terrence, the Bosa family too.
Damn it. I couldn't find it. Fuck. But he did say yesterday that he did see him open, right? But he just didn't pass it. Shout out to Keep Cookie Nation, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Good to see you. What family is filled with injury prone people? Yep. All I needs to get that out of their ass. Facts. I love that the aggressiveness, but let's not look one guy down all the game. We got weapons, spread the ball around. That's facts. Eva Jacob said he had clear lane for TD, but slipped. Hey, he
Yo,
did
E, I
slip on
gotta
that
slide.
out route.
I gotta go
You
take the wife to work.
all right for sure.
How long you gonna be
Thank you for
on?
joining me. Oh well, 20 minutes more.
All right. I'll see you on the next one. Y'all be
For sure.
good.
Peace out. Stop running. Bolden should be 4 on the running the ball. Yep. That's facts. Here, let me put this right here. Hold on, give me a second. Let me put that there. Let me put that there, and let me put this here. There you go. Let me see what else we got. Carr should have looked for Adams a lot, but he does need to spread it out more. Only the first game though, so I'm not overreacting. Facts. Facts. We need to play well this game to get us ready to play the Chiefs. Let's hope Ziegler and McDaniels recognizes who we need to go out and get now. And they're already starting to do it, right? The morning we hear about the Averett, they go out and get a corner. Actually, two. Um, hopefully we see them do this with the interior D line. Hopefully bring in another depth piece on the offensive line, maybe. But I would say go get that interior D line, right? Where was Zeus and Abdullah missing in action? I don't know. They weren't injured. They just didn't play them. See, and that's what I'm saying. Amir Abdullah could kick return the ball, punt return. And the fact that you still have Hunter Renfro out there, it didn't make sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. We get Pitt again with no TJ Watt. I love it. Yeah, Pittsburgh has TJ Watt is out for the season, I believe. Mm. Oh, Jack Kenna says stop running Bolden. Should be number 4 on running the ball. Their secondary injuries have me worried because now that Mullen trade looks bad because we could be using him right now. I didn't want to bring up Mullen, but the reason why I'm not that mad about that trade still is because if I'm not mistaken, he didn't play against the Chiefs. He is on injured reserve. And that's what I'm saying, because either way, he would have not been here the first 4 weeks because he would have been placed on R, missed week 1. That means he would have missed until week 4. So, in all honestly, the injury was something really, really bad for him. So, if he was healthy, it would have been another question as far as using him, but we would have not even been able to use him because he was on IR for the Cardinals again. For like 4 weeks, I think. Yeah. They said he might be able to come back for the playoffs. Maybe. Damn. Okay. Zeus, what's the purpose of drafting running backs if you have a game plan? It was gonna be running back by committee, and they didn't even running back by committee. They couldn't even run the ball more than 13 times. Bro, they ran the ball 13 times. Oh, this is the Chiefs and Cardinals, but yeah, he didn't look like he played. But let me look at. If you go here, you go here. You ran the ball. Let me scroll low. 13 times. And I'm gonna keep going back to this because it's like the best way to beat the Chargers is to beat them running, and you don't run the ball. Josh Jacobs had a pretty decent game. Go out there, keep running the rock, tire out the defense so that Derek Carr would be able to at least have a little bit more time in the pocket, or even have an ability to look at more people in general because of how open people were getting. If the defense was tired, the defense already looked a little tired towards the tail end, right? The second half. If you were to run the ball even more and ground and pound, you know how much we would have been able to do on the offense even more. So that game plan was horrible, right? And we beat a team with a better roster. That's facts. Callahan played a tight game on Renfro. Yeah, you got to give some credit to Callahan, right? You got to. What is that noise? Hold up. What noise is that? Oh, it's this. Hold up. It was that little thing right there. Let me see. Let me go right here and let me put that right there. Also there was the screen game yesterday. I saw one. Yeah, we hardly even did screens. Like, you had Amir Abdullah, that's great screen. You had Aluminor and Parham both start on that offensive line. They're both great in athleticism when it comes to screen. Why not use it? You're getting pass rush great, so might as well use the screen game because even though they're getting pass rush, getting the ball released quicker is the name of the game, right? Who cares about Mullen? He could have backpedaled out of the kitchen. If Devontae Adams has less catches and a win, he would have been satisfied. Facts. And Carr usually has been best games when he spreads out the ball to everyone. Yeah, and he will against the Cardinals. So I'm kind of, can't wait to see that. Right. Let me see. Let me see. Why extend Renfro if if we're gonna use him? Saw triple coverage and Adams. We'll use them. We'll bounce back. This was Derek Carr's bad game right now. It's okay. It's fine. You know, he will spread the ball eventually. Hopefully this Sunday, which I think he will. So in all honesty, we will be fine. Um, I told you, Mac. Yeah, Khalil Mack had a Mac attack, man. He got his revenge. It was Return of the Mac for reals, right? But yeah, so on that note, I think I might head on out here. I wasn't gonna go live today, so I just wanted to do a small live review of the game real quick. We'll review it again into further evaluation once I watch the all 22 film. I'll have a better thing. So I'll most likely go live tomorrow at a different time. Most likely maybe 7 Pacific Standard Time or the notable 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully I can get the all 22 by today. If not, I'll be live Wednesday. I will have a preview of Sunday's game against the Cardinals. Hopefully either Friday or Thursday with the Cardinals content creator. And then on Saturday, of course, I have the show with Earn, was the West Side Experience, where it's all about previewing Sunday's game. Um, of course. So that's the game plan for this week. So stay tuned for that. Unless some news breaks out, like we trade for somebody or something like that, I'll go live. But on that note, y'all, thank you for joining me this early. This was early for me because I don't usually go around this time. But shout out to you guys, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hit that like button on the way out. Please hit that like button on the way out. Also, comment something after as well. Something that I didn't get to. And also, blessings to you guys all. Tough time never lasts, but tough people do, and you guys are awesome, tough people. And remember to always keep it positive and to stay hydrated. Shout out to you guys, man. The real MVPs of this channel, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And on that note, y'all, I will catch you guys later. Peace out. Keep it positive, y'all. Peace.